Okay, this is Gaston. It's actually two different assignments, so 2 pages are due 1 week, and then later, a couple weeks later, you'll be turning in the whole piece, which is 4 pages. This is in 3/4. Your second figure is going to start on this D. And you're going to have 3 staccatos, and then 3 smooth notes. And then your left hand comes in, and it's going to play your thumb on B, and then this is your G sharp. So there's a G sharp and a B, and then you have another G sharp and a B, because that accidental, the sharp right there, lasts for the whole measure. So you'll be playing 3 of those. So sometimes people get confused and they play the G sharp and then they don't see a G sharp. So they do G natural and then back to G sharp. But once you have that sharp in that measure, you'll stay sharp for the whole thing. So this first line, if you put it together, sounds like this. So the things that I notice students doing on this piece are pausing when they switch from one hand to the other. So make sure when you play that E, you're ready to play the B. And then the other thing is to make sure you hold the last measure, make sure you give 3 counts to that. So it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now you're going to do kind of the same pattern, at least you'll do 3 staccatoed E's. And then your left hand will play the A right there. All right? So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Hold 4, 3. Staccato. Hold 2, 3. Tie 2, 3. So that gets 6 counts. Now your next line, your third line, is just like your first line. And then the fourth line starts out like the second line. But instead of your left hand playing the A, your right hand's going to play a D. And when that happens, your left hand has to be ready to play a middle C. So you've had your thumb on B. So what I would do is 1, 2, 3. This is the third line. And as soon as I get done, I move that thumb up. And I'm ready to play 1, 2. Then when I play the thumb, my right hand's going to move up, okay? So my third finger was on E, and now I'm going to move it up just 1. So the only shifting in this piece is you're going to have a thumb on B, and then your thumb on C, right? But you're going to be playing these notes. Then he goes up, and then he goes up. So the next measure, 17. I hope you all recognize that this is, if I take this F and put it down here, it's an F chord that we know. So we're going to just put the F up here, and here's an F chord, but with the F on top. So the only thing your left hand plays is the C and A 3 times, and then it's all right hand, and then your left hand plays C and A again, and then it's going to do the same. This is first 3 measures up here, just like these measures down here. All right, so let's do that starting at 25. It's just like the top line, 17. And then when you had a half note up here, now we're going to do a quarter note. And if you look at this, you can see that you're going to go D, E, F, G. So 4 notes in a row. D, E, F, G. Then you're going to go back to the D and do 5 notes in a row. So you have like a little bit of a little scale, D, E, F, G, and then a 5-note scale, D, E, F, G, A, and then you stop on the G, okay? Your left hand has been doing middle C with an A, middle C with an A, middle C with an A, and then here we have middle C with a B flat. So the only notes your left hand plays on this page 2 are these 2 notes, and then these at the very end. So I'm going to start at 25. 1, 2, 3, 1. Now 4 notes in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 notes in a row. And then play G. And you have a little ritardando right here, which means to slow down. And then we're going to have a fermata. So you want to hold that dotted half note at least. I'll hold at least 5, and then we have another fermata on the C sharp dotted half note, and a crescendo. So up till now, we've just been kind of the regular volume, right? So here's 25. 3 Ds in a row, 4 notes going up, back to D, slow down, and hold 2. Now here's my C, 2, 3, 4, then crescendo. And then you could be turning your page while you do that fermata. Okay, so that's the first 2 pages. Now let's do the last 2 pages. So we want to be forte for the first 8 measures. And what's happened, so your left hand is on C and B flat. Your right hand plays C. And while your right hand's doing these long fermatas, you can be moving your left hand back down to putting your thumb on the A. All right, so we haven't had our thumb on that A yet because we're going to play 3 A's, and then we're going to go down and play 3 E's plus extra notes. So here we are. Your thumb has to move. So the time to do that is when you do your fermata, and then, well, you turn the page and then you just put your thumb right on this A. And then we have an accent, and it's loud. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, now your right hand is going to play a C sharp, and a D. Now we've been talking about half steps. So it's C, half step, half step. So it's the same notes you did here, C, C sharp, and D, but now we're going to do faster with quarter notes. So we have the slow, and the slow louder, and, excuse me, thumb on A. Now do those same 3 notes, then E 3 times. And then your thumb gets to do something fun right here, or my second finger. I have my thumb on the A. I'm going to cross over to this B flat. And then he's going to stay there. And then my right hand does something awesome. It starts on C and it goes up to G. So it does a 5-note scale, lifts up and plays a G, goes down 3 notes, and then back up. So one more time. Fermata, hold, get louder and super loud. 3 A's, half steps, 3 E's, crossover. Here comes my scale, and lift 3 notes. And this is where my dynamics change. I go back to not so loud. So I would see this pattern. G, go down 3 notes. Then start on F, go down 3 notes. And then we have F, B flat. That might be a part you'll need to practice. 3. So your left hand comes in, and it's tied, so he gets 5 counts. 1, 2, 3, 3 down, 2, 3. Now I'm going to do these same notes that I just did. F, B flat, I'm going to do them again on 46. F, B flat, F. And then I'm going to do E, B flat, E. And then I rest fermata, fermata. And these are only quarter notes, so you probably don't need to hold them as long as you did the dotted half note. I think 2 or 3 counts. And then make sure you're loud, and we're back to loud, and it's a repeat of 34. Get ready to cross over, 5 notes up. Now this is different. So after we did 5 notes up, we just lifted and played the G again, right here. This time we're gonna go 5 up, and you're gonna shift your fingers. So after you do the scale, you're gonna lift and put your 3 on that G. 5, 3. So you should practice it. The fingering suggestions are very good in the pieces. You should follow them. So. And here we are, and I'm still loud. Yep, it's just loud to the end. E, G. And now we have an A. We haven't had one of those before. A. And meanwhile, my left hand, he just got done doing the B flat at 54. He's going to move up and play the second finger on C sharp. So I'm going to start on this count 2. My thumb is on E. My left hand should be already getting ready to go to that C sharp. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, hold, 2, 3, hold. And then my third finger was on G. Come down to F. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. And that's the same chord that we played up here on the other page. All right, so those are all the things to watch out, or some of the things. A lot of shifting of your hands, so just make sure you practice shifting beforehand. So a lot of things to remember, counting and playing notes and shifting all at the same time. Lots of tricks, but okay.